Welcome to FC Builds. Today. Welcome to FC Builds. Today. We're going to sand some plastic. FC Builds. FC Builds. FC Builds. Some plastic. FC Builds. Some plastic. Sand. Some plastic.
And we're back. Hey, everybody, welcome to WebC Builds Live. And tonight we'll be working on Gundam Guisan Rebake, custom core Gundam. So, right now I have it put together, just checking to see if I like all the decals that I've put on it so far. And that's kind of what we're looking at. And you can kind of see from the overhead view what he shot. I like that view. That's pretty awesome. So yeah, so welcome on in to WebC Builds. We have the chat box open whenever you stop in. We do have it so you can interact with us live on the chat box. And so it's just something else we can do. Yeah, so I'm just going to sit here. I'm not expecting any guests or anything. So yeah, that's all we're doing. We're just going to be sitting here pretty much looking at this. I got some background music I can throw on, I believe. Let's see what it says. Maybe we got some like Christmas tunes or something we can pull in. Or maybe that's next week's download. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, yes, sir, it is. It's that time of year. We'll kick this up. These are sponsored tunes that I have paid for. So, look right there. Working. Connection is low. All right, guys. So I'm just gonna be honest with you. Solar storms that hit. We can close that. Yeah. So, anyways, before we get too far into what I'm doing, since we're here at the early end of the show, head on over to our sponsors over at Clarksville Hobby Depot. Pick up some of their awesome stuff. And I mean, like, when you go over to Clarksville Hobby Depot, you can get sweet stuff like this. Really sweet vinyl from our sponsors over at Clarksville Hobby Depot. Head on over there, going at the bottom of the screen, G_syndicate 10, and that will get you 10% off or a purchase of $25 or more. And yeah, so while we're doing that, like I said, we're looking at this. I want to do. Oh, that's so cool. I love looking at that. All right. So while we're looking at this, I'll turn it this way and the down screen so you guys can see it better because this camera is giving off a very good angle. So this is what I've done for work so far on this decaling it. And I mean, it looks pretty good. I like where it's going, where I'm going with it. I'm just industrializing it a lot, and then I'm giving it some scarring and stuff. So when I do the weathering, I'll know where I want to add more, some damage or some scarring. Maybe we'll do some show through metal and stuff like that. So that's what we got going on here. And then I did some I felt like that's like kind of like a Native American style tribal type thing. It's kind of neat. It fits in just who I am as a person. So And then, yeah, so we're going with that. And then always got to sneak in, a little bit of yourself. So then I have this set of decals that I know I got to put on still right here. Look at this, I'll show you. It's just itty bitty camera when you focus down it, but there's just these. I know, and you're like, what? You're gonna put those itty bitty little things on there? Yeah, but it makes a difference. And right here, I got this over on the big screen, on the top screen. You can see me. I got this little cup right here. I know. I wish I could do something about this light and that camera don't like each other, so you don't always get a good view of what I got going on up here because of this light. I don't know why it does that, but it does. So then, come on. So you just let them sit in the water for a second, then you pull them out, and they're ready to go. Some slides take other amounts of times. The ones I'm using right now, I have two different varieties. I'm using a Bandai brand, and I'm actually using a secondary brand that I prefer called Delphi Decal or Delphi. I'm not sure which one it is. Delphi. I just know the name and how to spell it and where to go to get it. So anyways, once you soak your pieces, they'll come off as little stickers, and you just got to stick them in the parts where you want them, or where you want them to stick. So I got a bunch of spots for these, but I gotta look at the opposite side for references. You can put the right spots. So these ones, come on. Okay. Be a better. Oh. Nothing's glued on these, remember? Everything is held together with tension on these kits. So even the work I do, it's all held together with tension. I'm trying to make sure that is the way. Here we go. All right. We have this. I'm gonna finish taking this apart now. Alright, so here's the backpack. The backpack comes off, and that's two of the arms as well for the backpack. So it's two arms, two guns, then back thrust. Then the arms are separate. Do some more work on them. We don't have to pull the head off, but I've done a bunch of work on the head. So then it looks like almost broken down. There's a bunch more stuff that I'm going to do after I'm done with this section. I have to take this apart, and I have to put more decal underneath. You'll see in just a moment. So we have a bunch of decals on the front of the gun, and we have these two stickers on the side that I got to put over here on this side. And then I got one more sticker I got to put right here on this piece, I think. Yeah, so right here is one that'll go on here, and then one on the inside as well. So we have two pieces to put on stuff. We have a bunch of little pieces here still, which are nice, and then what I like to do is I like to use these two chemicals to go along with everything that I do. So we take this Q-tip, we dip it in a little micro salt. Set that over here off to the side so it don't get on anything. And then we also have this brush right here. Some stuff in it that does something to these slides. Anyways, what we use this for is we get the brush almost completely dry, and then we put a little dab of the liquid wherever you want it. And then you grab your slide that's been moistened. Now I moisten these to last a moment. And you grab a dry Q-tip and you soak up the excess of that first liquid you put down. And it'll leave just a little bit, enough to like give it, push it around and get it in the spot you want it. And just press down on it to shut all the rest of that moisture. And I got another bubble of liquid right there, right next to it, because that's where I just one. Because I decided that those are two parts, and they that symbol on each one is two different parts. So that's what we do. I got it set. We're gonna look over on that. Okay, it is. Like this. That was the first chemical on both of those pieces. Now I have that other chemical, remember, that we pulled out called microsol. We're just gonna get liquid over these two things. We're gonna count to like 10, Mississippi, and then we will dab at it with this to seal it. So we're putting enough liquid down to bubble over it and everything. And then when we dab down on it in just a second, one more second. We're drying up the part and we're pressing it in to the top coat of the part. So we top coat before we put decals on so that we can lock the decal into the top coat. And then we put a final coat on. Top coat doesn't need final coat. A final coat is, as said, final coat. So that's what we're working on. That's what we're doing. Getting it done. Look, there we go. And I got those two orange dots that you can't even see that you saw me dabbing at. They're on there. They're there. When I do my final photo shoot and everything, I'll get close-ups of all the spots and stuff. So have no fear. We'll definitely make sure you guys can see it on the back side. Now, I do have to warn you, breathing in these fumes from these chemicals can be bad for you, so you should do it in a well-ventilated space. I don't want you going, oh, that guy didn't say it. Oh, man, read your bottles, man. I am in a well-ventilated space. I have a 12-foot ceiling, and I also have like fans and vents blowing air through the area I'm in. So I'm good, except for this problem. Let's try this again. Stick it up. Dry it up just a little bit so we can get it into place. Let's spot. Yep. Now dry. Now we're gonna dab it with the other liquid. And dab it a couple times. Alright. try it. Give it a count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Now that'll stick on there until just a couple days from now when I go and do a final coat. Now I'm debating on my final coat. I've never done a matte coat before, but I have matte and I can use matte. It'll make it won't be glossy, it'll be all wrap. I don't know how else to say it. It won't be glossy. So I'm thinking maybe I should do that. What's up?
After I finish the cheese, can I doesn't get others?
Yes. Yes, you can have the rest of that ice cream. Littles is just asking questions. She's a great kid. Anyways, I'm drinking. I'm having a drink. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Drink. Be healthy. Water or good juice. This is a beverage that has tea and fruit and vegetable juice in it. I can't tell you the name because they don't pay me to. Speaking of getting to do things, just back full circle one more time over to our sponsors at Clarksville.com. Head on over to ClarksvilleHobbyDepot.com to check out all the cool sales stuff that they got going on over there for the holiday season. Over at ClarksvilleHobbyDepot.com, you can use our score code or our discount code G_Syndicate10, and that'll get you 10% off of any purchase $25 or more. I think it's your first purchase too. I don't think the code continues. Just so no return customers, but that first time customer, if you're over there at ClarksvilleHobby.com, this code is going to help you out. So head on over there, check that out. Scale models, RC cars, and more. So great place to do your shop. And yeah, so we're just here hanging out. I'm going to get to work. I got much talking to do, so yeah, we're gonna zoom in on what I'm working on down here, and not zoom in on me. I might make the camera smaller. Just all right. So you'll be able to see better what I'm doing on that guy. Let me in. You won't let me have a taste. Hermetically sealed in my room. Yeah, buddy. All right. Resting. Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Bit? How's it going? I just put a tiny itty bitty little piece right here. Yeah, come on in and chat, hang out, man, and hopefully we'll drive up some more people and chat with them while we're in here, hanging out, having a good night. And slowly adding water decals to this really sweet custom build I'm working on. Oh, you don't see this backpack that I'm working on? Oh man, it's just so close to being a final product. That's what I'm saying. Like I was just saying, I'm not sure if I want a matte coat or if I want a gloss coat. Matte coat will help me go with like a weathered look. Gloss coat, I won't be able to do a weathered look. I'm kind of thinking about doing, having it look weathered and damaged a little. Also, come on. Come on. Supposed to. There we go. So here is what it looks like without that. Maybe I can get the roof back. The top coat gloss makes it feel really funky. It always feel awkward taking it apart and stuff. There we go. Here's the cord. So that's what the core Gundam looks like, guys, without any of his arms. Except for the shoulder pauldrons, I made those so that was just the only set he had. So those don't change at all. However, he does get these big, huge arm pieces that lock into place, and these were pretty cool. I thought these made up for the fact that his shoulder pads didn't come out. And here's that first ever custom carving that I did into my kit. It turned out really nice. So that'll be pretty cool, right? Yeah. So taking it apart and putting it together doesn't scratch or bother the paint too much. But I am seeing that right here. There's a little bit of chipping on the finish from the insides of the rubbing against the kit. And I knew some things like that were going to be part of the build and part of what happens. So that'll be fine. No need to worry or get upset about it. It's just a happenstance of how these are built. In the future, I plan on not building wraparound leg pieces exactly like this. I plan on building something that might magnetically just put on, just tap on. So, magnets. That's the future of my custom work. Oh yeah. He'll be able to just have a magnet on the bottom of his foot that I'll just be able to clip right into place where it goes. It'll still have that stability. But here's this modified part. without all the distractions and everything. Here's how it goes together. Okay, without all the distractions. Just slides right in. So, but, and then this piece goes on like that. And then this piece would wrap up, would slide up first. And, yeah, I mean, this paint is pretty much scratch proof or scratch resistant. Amazing. So it helps out a lot. But really, really expensive. Super expensive. So, let's drop that. Those things actually move. Eggs lock. They actually move. They're actually functional. Doesn't go off. Like that. Those are in. Everything else goes in place super. Don't overforce it until the stuff tension. Loads of tension. And yeah, they are all specific to their sides and areas. Like where things need to be and stuff. Yeah. Everything's very specific. Especially. It's not because a part looks better one way or the other. It's just I built them to have that specificness to it, where one part has to be like that, or on that side, so it sits nice. Yeah. And for the arms, these peg pieces that I have on here help lock them into place. All I do is grab that side out, so that it all slides right in. Yeah. The chest pieces are pretty simple, and I put some work into them. And yeah. Shoulders pull out. Chest plate slides right in. So that's the most, I guess, the best part about these builds that I do is I do my best to make it so that they can easily get taken apart and put back together. Yeah, I've just been slowly working on it all week, just doing, a couple water slides here and there. And today was the first time I actually put it all the way back together. I really like to take a whole bunch apart on this kit. I do have another one that I built a couple years ago that is a partner to this kit. In a sense, it's another core Gundam with custom parts and stuff. Just hanging out. I think I might go chat up some of my other buddies real quick on some of their lives and see how they're doing. Maybe get them to shout out hey to everybody.
So this was for Mama Cole.
Massive.
So.
That's what she said.
Right? Pure as well, good day.
Alright, back to stop corners.
I get asked all the floor. Okay.
Hey! Look out!
Okay.
Oh,
You know what? Whatever. What is this shit? Doors at midnight. I'm trying to figure out it. It's so. What else is I think no. Hey, now that it's here, so young. I was going to respond to this. I was on vacation in Disney on a Saturday. Check. Hey, you don't want to know. Doesn't matter. Americans are American. I mean, you already know, but let's see where this goes, shall we? American food ain't really gonna put lightly caffeinated people up against the plethora of sports in America. I think not. I think the live sporting events are better in Europe, though. Might as well go see your own food. Well, you'd be wrong, but that's okay.
here's my live team.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Y'all really want to know how great they were to come
I was looking for you. I mean, it looks pretty sweet. I got a few more parts to do. I got the rest of the backpack to finish. The arms on the backpack are undecaled at all. They have no decals, so I've still got to come up with something for them. Mostly it's going to be matching everything else that's going on. Yeah. This kit's pretty sweet. It does get some good articulation too for some poses and stuff. It's not a dead weight kit. It can be posable in its heavier form, you know. Even these guys, very posable guys. So now his pose is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Robot. Right? You know? Sorry, I got a candy in my mouth. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Robot. Yeah, we're just looking at it right now, getting some ideas. Thanks so much, Bit, for the compliments. Those are so awesome that you feel that way.
Yes. Coming soon. Anything I'll do. First lap. Seams are over. I'm a large Bama rope prisoners. I believe that mixed up the program. Sure, building more. Built you so. Nope.
I can. I like it.
I was like, okay.
All right, my specific friend he's not on right now. So, oops, connection. What? Connections. I need to like turn down some of my. kick my phone off Wi-Fi, and maybe it'll boost my signal. Oh. There we go. So now let's see what I can see time. Well, if we oh, stupid. Yeah, buddy. So that's pretty much what it's going on, what it's looking like. That's a Gusan rebake as an armor system for a core Gundam. I replaced the head. I gave it the Gusan rebake head with a fully custom paint scheme. Other than that, I didn't add any other kit. There was no other kit added to this. I don't think so, except for on the back here, I have 2 sections from the Jupiter Gundam, and that's all I've added from a different kit. But that's where I got the core Gundam to build this kit, so I don't consider it a different kit. The core Gundam is the Jupiter Gundam core Gundam. So I don't really consider that. You know what I mean? Like, just as for like to give you that reference of why I did it the way I did it, or how, you know, why I feel like that, is because the core Gundam parts that I used from the core Gundam box all came from the same kit. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. So I only used 2 box kits, you know, and I just used the Jupiter Gundam, and then I used the Gusan Rebake Full City from Iron Blood Orphans. Now I'm a super big fan of the Iron Blood Orphan kits to do things like this with. I don't really like building the IBO kits by themselves. Okay, like that's not something that's on my list of things I like to do. So, yeah, enough about this kit though, and let's set this aside and talk about some other things. Let me show you what's coming up soon in WebC's world. I built this kit and it's been sitting on the back burner for customizing. So coming up soon, we will have this guy. Look at that. He's already like, yeah, let me fall apart real quick so you customize me quicker. So this is going to be what we are working on. This is coming up next for custom. Nothing is custom yet on this kit. It's not because I don't want it to be. It's just because I have yet to do any work on this kit. So it looks like there's quite a bit of stuff that I can do on here. I'm pretty interested and excited to get started on this build. Like the swords hide right here. That's cool. It's got a spot for the swords. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Very, very fragile. You gotta be careful when you pull them in, pull them out, and stuff like that. Other than that, everything works good. Works like it should. It's pretty solid. Pretty in play. How many licks does it take to get to the center of it? So yeah, this is what's coming up next. And I don't know if anybody's interested in this one, but I believe this is a Delta Chi. And we will be customizing it and adding more to it, painting it. So I've just been sitting here looking at it for the past like 3 days. I pulled it off the shelf and finally decided, yeah, this is it. This is going to be a kit. This is going to be a really cool kit. So when I'm done with it, this might not stay. This might become new armor plates and stuff for certain areas on the build. I might break this down, and then we might just like turn this into a Mega Man cannon. You know what I mean? Like put that right there on his arm and turn it into like a pullback cannon. We'll put a piece right here that can swivel. And it'll attach to the arm and it'll swivel back or it'll swivel into place. Like Mega Man! And then we could also make it swivel so that the hand like goes like this backwards, and this white piece and this like lock up and create a seal so you can't see the moves at all. The fingers will be hidden inside. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we could do that. Alright. And then it'll also make it look nice. Oh yeah. So ideas already. Changing that cannon up, and then this right here could be wings. I could turn this into 2 wings that could attach to what's already going on back here. I don't know if they're really wings per se, but got some airplane stuff going on back here, you know, so look into that. There is a transformation mode for this kit. I just don't know how it assembles into that. Don't have the book out right now, so I couldn't help myself or help you. I'm pretty happy with this kit and what it looks like, where it's going. Yeah. Oh yeah. So, yeah. One more time out there, if anybody is paying attention, head on over to ClarksvilleHobby.com and use that discount code that's scrolling at the bottom of the screen and G_syndicate10 and get 10% off order $25 or more. And right now, that's pretty much just one kit. You know, like Scott's got kits cheap, but you know, I'm just saying, purchase $25 or more. I mean, you get 2 kits in the purchase, and there you go. You're guaranteed your 10% off. So head on over there and check that out at ClarksvilleHobbyEvo.com. I'm not the greatest salesman, but I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I'm telling you, it's a good deal. All right, and yeah, I'm not really much else going on. Tonight on the Late Night Load, we will be playing more Mafia, the definitive edition 2. I think it's 2, and it's the definitive edition. And yeah, we'll just be picking up a little bit further along in the game. I played a little bit more of it, but we'll be picking that up and just having some fun with that. So we'll see everybody later on tonight or the Late Night Load. I'm thinking about an hour and a half here. So I'm gonna get off. Everybody have a great night. Thanks, Bit, for coming in and hanging out in the chat box, and thanks to everybody else who stopped in and checked out the show. I really appreciate it. You guys have a great night, and we will see you next Friday for Web C Builds Live.